Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we're back for a massive viewer summons. As you can see, I am standing, meaning I'm no longer sitting. Bought a brand new desk from Autonomous brand new desk. Very, very difficult to put together, but very, very cool. So I can both sit and stand. It raises and lowers. Very, very cool. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into the summons. This is the last account that Mickey has. 317,000 diamonds. Look at that, 317,000 diamonds in chapter 29. Been saving for an incredible amount of time. Thank you guys for joining me for the stream. We have a ton of stones. We have a ton of heroes. We have a ton of resources. Stargazer cards, we have 300 plus Stargazer cards. And again, just a insane amount of diamonds. What's going on, guys? What's going on, board? Dark, everyone for joining me. Zelda. All right, so summons. Looking at our teams here, Light Bears, pretty well good. We're going to probably pick up a couple copies that we'll get of Belinda out of here, but overall doing pretty well. Maulers was another focus on this account. Titus we're building. Again, we have a lot of room. Our bags on these are maxed out. We cannot purchase any more slots. We're where we're at. What's going on, Javid? Thank you for joining me for the chat or for the stream. Wilders are what I'm going to focus on. If we look here, we have a ton of Wilder heroes, but we only have 2 ascended. So we really need to get some of these heroes up. And of course, the Graveborn. Graveborn's doing pretty well, working on Damon. We have Thorin up here for the cheese. A couple other heroes that are going very, very good. Yes, we are going with Lucreta. Board called it out. That is who we're looking for. We're going to finish out Taylene first. We're going to finish out the twins. Anything we have left, we are going for Lucreta. Remember, on these accounts, or in AFK in general, the twins are the priority. I've always said taking the twins to Mythic due to the need for the signature item. Signature item increases their survivability. In turn, you can push more damage. You can push more damage in the Twisted Realm bosses. You can push more damage with Riz in the Abyssal Expedition. Having them available to actually unlock the signature item is very, very important when it comes to the twins. What's going on, Arvin and D? And then, of course, we're looking for Lucreta. Lucreta is going to be the focus for the remaining summons once we pull both of them. Also with the twins, since we are getting 1 copy on this account out of the Lost Sigils event, we do not want to take them all the way to Ascended. We are going to be taking them to 1 copy short of Ascended because the last one's going to come from the Sigils. How long he has been waiting. So YZK, we actually did this on Mickey's accounts. I believe it was like 6 months ago. So there is a lot of time between these, and he hasn't summoned anything. So we've just been waiting. Why do I call her Lucreta? Lucretia? Lucreta? Lucreta? However, a lot of people say I do it on purpose, but honestly, I do not. Going for my first and free twins. Yes, definitely go for it. Yeah, Lucreta. That's who we want to summon. All right, guys. So looking here, I made all the copies. I put everything together. A lot of times I edit out when I build all of our Legendary Plus copies. But here, again, we're doing it live. My first ever live summons. So I'm excited. I still want to see those 30,000 diamonds. We have never, ever seen it. So let's go ahead. We'll get into 3,298 companion points. So we have a lot of companion points here. We got really lucky with these last time. We pulled a triple out of here, I believe, when we were going through here. Do you know? No, unfortunately, I do not speak another language. I do not speak Spanish. If you took the in to have Yukio, they are signed and not free to play. Yeah, Yukio was purchase only. All right, so there's our first elite. Looking for Celestials and Hypogeans, which is a copy of Saurus. Again, going for Wilders on this account. If you guys have not seen with the Grotesque Mage that is coming up on the test server, Saurus is an absolute monster when it comes to progression and really maximizing the damage on that boss in particular. All of the top, I went through all of the 50 top teams. Every one of them had Saurus in some point. So our second copy brings us a copy of Rowan. Absolutely amazing support class. 2,600 left. We've already seen 2 elites. Remember, the companion points are not as high of a rate. It's a little bit of a lower rate than our regular summons. So every 3 does not result into a pull. Are we doing the Stargazer? We're doing the Stargazer, yes. After all of this is done, we will do the Stargazer, which I'm hoping to get it done in about an hour. Anime Girl, we just started. We're 5 minutes in, guys. 5 minutes in, we've seen 2 elites. We're going to go through after this. We're going to pull all of our stones. Hopefully pull some Celestials and some Hypogean heroes out of there. If we can get Taylene, if we can get the twins, anything that we can get are heroes that we do not have to summon. Do we still buy things on the pay to win account? Yeah, I had to tone it down. It got a little out of control with the pay to win account. We were putting about $1,000 into it a month, which is way, way more than I ever would. But on the pay to win account, we still do everything. We still buy the monthly cards. We still buy a lot of stuff during the promotion. Any of the events that are going on, we pick up a lot of stuff out of the events. We also pick up quite a bit of stuff when it comes to all of the Noble Society. We buy all of the Noble Society. We still do a lot. I mean, even this month, I believe on the pay to win account, I put about 800 in there for the pay to win account. Why doesn't this player? We talked about it, D. He said, don't worry about it. I thought about Kren and not really a big priority. If you guys don't know, the new hero Kren is coming out probably Tuesday. The hero seems okay. It doesn't really seem like it's a mauler. It doesn't seem like it's really going to be a game changer by any means. So overall, not really a huge priority. It'll come in time, especially with the desired summons. The hero will come in time. Yeah, exactly, Struggler. That's kind of how it got. What's going on, Proxy? Is we had to kind of limit what we were putting into it because it was getting very, very expensive. So we have toned it down a little bit. Remember, anything we get in super chats, anything we get in membership, anything we get in YouTube revenue, and then the crazy amount that I put in there is what we put into that pay to win account. I don't know about you guys, but Kren was squishy. Yeah, and that's one of the problems. So a couple things with Kren is if you don't do the knockback, he doesn't gain the buff. So he doesn't gain the higher attack rating. Plus, if you don't have enemies on the enemy side, you're going to not be able to do any damage. What's going on, Dark-Hearted? So we got another copy of Nara. Very, very nice. Nara is such a strong hero. With her signature item, with her ultimate ability, the ability for her to crowd control is absolutely phenomenal. Couple more rares there. So we got 900 cards left. 5 more rares there. So we definitely have food. And we're going to have to build some food. We are definitely going to have to build quite a bit of food because we are going to run out of space here, essentially. And right now, we're just seeing singles. Single elite pulls is all that we've been seeing. Check my spend tracker, been slowing down this month, too. Only spent 1,400. Yeah, that's crazy. What's going on? Jay's Teddy Bear. So 4 more rares there. Not seeing the luck yet. But remember, before we had to really get into the summons, get it warmed up, and it worked really, really well once we got to that point. So a couple more pulls here with the companion points. Maybe some of these will be a strong finish. 2 more pulls. And it seems like it's just going to be a lot of food because we only pulled 3. 3,200 cards for 3 elites, which is crazy. And the final one is an elite. Very nice. That gives us 4, which is Pippa. If you guys don't know, so Pippa's another hero that is trying to find her place. She's very, very strong in the Wilder Tower. I use her a ton in the Wilder Tower, most formations, especially paired together with Tassie. She's very, very strong. In the campaign, we see some gameplay, but not too much with Pippa. So let's go ahead. We'll put all of these heroes together. And again, a lot more food there. That is a lot of cards and a lot of elite heroes. So essentially, when it comes to building heroes, we will have a lot. We'll have a lot. Recently, I got Isold plus 20 with furniture. Any good comps for PvE? Darren, the big thing with Isold is you have to let him essentially alt. Alt is really the big part with Isold. You have to provide him enough support so he can live. If he does not live, he will die very, very early until he gets that ultimate ability up to actually heal himself, which is good. All right, so stones. We have maxed out stones just like we've seen on all of Mickey's accounts. 66 stones, Celestials and Hypogens we are looking for. Those are the two priorities. So let's see, we're going to pop all 66 of them again. Boom. There we go. So we got Theowyn, not too bad. Theowyn was pretty good in the Abyssal Expedition because she can actually mitigate damage through her ability. So she's untargetable when she does the Spectral Divergent, which is good. Or is it the Spectral Curse? Yep, that is the one where she goes into another hero. Zafriel unlocked the Celestial. Very, very good in PvP. I don't really see him too much in PvE, but on the PvP aspect, he is very, very strong with the stuns and the crowd control. All right, guys. So a lot of people have said Celestials and Hypogens go right to the top. That is not true. There is Mahira midway down. I've tested this on a couple other accounts, but look at this, guys. Wow. Wow. We have Zolrath, we have Aziz, we have Zafriel, we have Flora, we have Mahira just in the top 3 rungs there. Let's see who else we got. There is Silas, we got Torn, we got Warwick. That's 5, guys. That is 5 heroes. Down here, we got Pharrell. We got another copy of Theowyn, some more copy of Torn. Couple more Titus there, double Gorvos. Wow, guys, that is 5. Yep, that is 5, guys. Look at that. Zolrath, Aziz, Zafriel, Flora, and Mahira out of those pulls. Wow, that's a solid pull. I will definitely take 5 out of there. That is good. That is very, very cool to see. All right, so there we go. We put all of those heroes together. Let's go ahead. Again, we're going to have to make a little bit of room on here because we're going to be full, guys. We are going to be full with so many of these heroes. So we got K-Sauce in here. Look at the amount of heroes. And again, we can't get any more room in the bag. So that's really the big thing is we are out of bag space. But it looks like maybe... Oh, we can take him up. We got another copy. Look at that, guys. Mythic Plus. So he is almost done. Got a copy there. Got another copy of Mahira. Got another copy of Flora. Look at that. Taking her up a little bit. Very, very good pulls there. Yeah, that's very, very, very good. I have all in the Mythic Plus with plus 30 signature item. Running her in PvP. How viable is she in the campaign endgame? Robert, she does really well in campaign endgame. I've seen her in a lot of different formations with Alna. 9 of 9 is definitely increases her survivability, and it really does make a difference when you take a hero to 9 of 9, not just for the stats alone, but also for her ability. Alna is very, very powerful with the 9 of 9 in PvP and in the campaign. She can shut down entire teams because of her abilities. So it's very, very cool to see, but you definitely need her there. So a couple more stones. Let's see if maybe, just maybe, we can pull 7 more elite stones. Let's hope for 1 more Celestial or Hypogen, which we get. Not too bad. Nemitsu we can use. Thorn we can use. Antandra we can use. Leica we can use. Definitely some good heroes there. So that'll do it for the stones, guys. What's going on, Sam? Thanks for joining us for the stream. We're standing up. The first one ever standing up. Brand new desk, guys. All right. Yeah, Mythic Plus. Very close to having him ascended. How massive a summons? $1,000 worth. Yeah, $1,000 summons. Not too much, actually. You figure if Stargazer cards are about $30 for 100. Thoughts on the new artifact? New artifact, the Carnage artifact, which is coming out very, very soon. It's niche. It's very niche. Looking at the artifact, there's a couple heroes that are really, I think, do well with it. The problem with the artifact is you have to hit the 50% mark. So essentially, if you don't hit that 50% mark, the artifact only brings its base stats. It doesn't bring all of the bonuses if you do not hit that 50% mark, which is going to be hard. How much do we spend on the pay to win? Pay to win account is running about $800 a month, which again is way, way more than I wanted to spend on it, but definitely worth it. I don't want to build Tailene after the Mythics. Any tips? If you're not going Dark Hearted, if you're not going with the Tailene with the Mihira, I would absolutely go with Orthos. Orthos is an absolute monster when he is built. Very, very tough to kill, especially when you get him built with signature item, when you get him built with furniture. Orthos is a monster if you're not going the Tailene. Never joined the morning stream. Thanks for joining me, Kevin. All right, guys, 364 scrolls here. We got quite a few heroes. Wish lists are all set. These were set for Mickey. So once we start hitting 5-star heroes, we'll go ahead and swap some heroes out of there. But remember, this one, every third is a elite, which we got one right off the bat. Isolde, my man, the forgotten champion. Once Isolde scales, you cannot kill him. Absolutely cannot kill Isolde when he scales. He's such a monster. Pull number 2, couple rares on that one. I don't have Carnage yet, but reading the description, I don't see it holds a candle to Chaos Bringer. And that's exactly what I'm thinking, D, is it's going to be very, very situational. If you can get the ability up, and with different heroes, I think you probably could. It's just going to be situational at best for the new hero. Our second one brings us another copy of Rowan. Just added stars to him. We can definitely try to max him out with the scrolls that we have here today. And back-to-back elites brings us Pippa again. Yeah, Isolde is a beast. I love running Isolde. He's so strong. Isolde's really good. I run Isolde with Pharrell, with Nara, again, to provide that crowd control aspect, giving Isolde time, similar to Damon, giving him time to scale, giving him time to stay alive, making sure that he can survive until he can get his ult up, till he can start doing massive damage. Another elite right there, which is Drez. If you guys do not have Drez, he does a ton of damage. He does a debuff. He shields himself. Most agility heroes, we have a big problem with survivability, which is what we see with Thane. Drez doesn't have that issue because he shields himself. Very powerful to build. We've seen him through the entire Abyssal Expedition as one of the top damage when it came to fighting Ainz and Albedo. Very cool. I've been playing for 3 months. I've learned so much. I've hit very little stall moments. Oh, thank you, Ymir. And another elite right there, which brings us a copy of Nara. Just talking about how powerful she is. She's a hero you'll use through the entire game as well. Very cool to see. 250 scrolls left. A couple more rares. And I know we're going to be running into a little bit of the capacity issue like we were talking about a little bit earlier. But look at that, guys. That was our last copy of Shamira that we just pulled. All right, so we will max her out. Already has furniture. Not sure if Mickey did the Shamira carries on these accounts. That's what I'm doing on my free-to-play account on the test server. Test server we're running. I don't even think she's in here. No, she's not even in here, but that's okay. We got Shamira completely maxed out, which is very cool. Isolde 930 after he's revved up can survive blast. Yeah, I've noticed that, D. Which another elite right there. What's going on, Mystical Wolves? Thanks for joining me. Copy of Falks. Falks is a hero that sees a little bit of play in the campaign, sees a lot of play. I use Falks a lot in the tower. Very tough using him in the tower because of the crowd control aspect. He is really important when it comes to the Lightbearer Tower. It's going really well. If you haven't seen Mystical, we're doing our first viewer summons, not sitting at a desk. Very cool. Is Karen good early? MRX, I would say no. Looking at the new Wilder or the new Mauler hero that's coming, Karen, I don't think he is going to be very good early because essentially you're going to have to build him a team. You're going to have to allow him to get the buffs back. Another copy of Leica there. 200 more scrolls. And back-to-back elites, that's what we like to see. which is Rowan. Rowan again, guys. Wow. We are getting lucky with those copies. 184 left. Nope, haven't missed too much, Monty. And another elite. We're only getting singles, guys. Only seeing singles, which is Drez again. Absolutely worth building Drez. Some more rares, 164 left. I want to see some doubles, triples, maybe a quad. Last 2 times we've pulled a quad, and there's our first double. Very nice. We get, oh, look at that, guys. Aziz again. We only need 3. Pulled another copy. That's already 2 copies of Aziz here. Belinda, we can definitely build as well. That might be enough to take Belinda to Ascended. He's such a cool looking hero. Absolutely amazing job with him in the artwork. I believe, let's go ahead and add a couple more stars here because that will take Belinda up to Ascended. We'll actually sort it by the factions here. There we go. We'll add another star here to Leica. Getting quite a few elites. And there we go. Belinda is done. Already has a maxed out plus 30 signature item. Very, very cool. Seems like Kren is only good with Inoki and Scrag. That's going to be one of the problems, Josh, is keeping heroes on the enemy side so he can do damage. That's going to be one of the really, really big things. That is going to be a requirement because they have to hit those back traps with Kren to go ahead and do massive, massive damage. I got some awesome news. I got my Rowan to Mythic Plus and only need 2 copies. Very nice, Roy. Anytime you can build Rowan. As you guys know, Rowan is my favorite hero in the game. Just another single elite there. Still have 114 left, which is Isabella. Isabella as a hero does a ton of damage, but her ultimate ability kind of sucks. Let's be honest, it does less damage than her Void Barrage does. Which there's another copy of Rowan. Wish I could give that to you, Roy. Maulers need a god tier level hero. Yeah. Maulers, I don't know what they're thinking. And look at that, guys. 3 elites in a row, which is Belinda. Just got her up to Ascended. We could definitely add some stars to her. But not too bad. 3 elites in a row. Even though they're singles, that was 3 elites in a row. Only have 64 scrolls left. And another elite. We're pulling a lot of elites, just not big pulls. Titus, again, another absolute phenomenal Mauler hero. When you have a signature item. Signature item, again, issues with the survivability. Verk is another one. I find him a lot more situational because of the traps. Big drawback with Verk is getting stunned. So his ultimate ability can actually be interrupted, which is very, very bad when it comes to the damage that it puts out. You will mitigate almost all of his damage or damage essentially to 0 from his ultimate ability if he is interrupted. Yeah, Sophia is absolutely amazing. Titus and Scrag, decent heroes. And that's it. So with the Maulers, and we've said this for a long time, the Life Leech. They need to do something to adjust the Life Leech. It is really the big thing that I see. Because Life Leech, if a hero is shielded, Life Leech does nothing. Another copy of Belinda. That'll give her a star. Welcome, new member, the FF Machine. And thank you, the Cryptic One. Thanks for subbing to the channel. I've been watching you for a year. First time managed to see you live. So I have Taline Ascended, Twins Mythic. Should I Stargaze for Lucreta now? You can either go with Lucreta or you can go with Mahira. Those are kind of the 2 big to pick up after Taline or Twins, depending where you want to. And a double to finish out the normal scrolls, which is, look at that, Rowan and Rose, 2 of the biggest primary Lightbearer heroes that you're looking for. To which stage can you play with Celestials or Hypogean, Elite or Elite Plus? MRX, it really depends on your team, on the team comp, on what you're running. There's a lot of times the Dimensionals and the Hypogean heroes can be moved into essentially some of the other teams and work effectively, especially in a little bit of a lower level. All right, guys, 301. Remember, this is going to be all in a double wilder, so back-to-back doubles. Look at that. Iran is the priority in the wilders, and Saurus. Those are the two heroes you need to build. Those are the two heroes that you really, really want to focus on when it comes to the faction. Leica, definitely good for support in there and damage, but Iran and Saurus are the two that you need to. Can you do the King's Tower automatically? No, you cannot do the King's Tower automatically. It would make it very, very easy. I know some players do run macros for it to make it go through, to essentially run it automatically, but it does take a little bit of time. And another copy of Pippa there. Pippa, I love. Pippa, we built Pippa on the account, and very, very awesome to see Pippa. Pippa, I have the 3 of 9 furniture as well, which is very, very cool to see as well. 5 more rares on that pull. This will be our elite pull, and I think we're going to have to combine a couple more, just a single, which is Tassie. Tassie is another S plus hero. Remember, she has 2 forms of crowd control. It's very, very cool to see. What should I do when I hit a roadblock? I've been stuck for 2 days on the campaign. Bobo, if you're stuck in the campaign, go to the King's Tower. If you can't push the King's Tower, try PvP. Go to the Peaks of Time. Try to go through there. Once you've exhausted essentially all of your avenues, it is just going to take time. It's either going to take time or it's going to take money to progress. Those are really the only 2 things when you're stuck that you're going to help progress. It is time or money. So either one or the other is where you're going to be kind of stuck at. So either one of those. If you have either one of those, you can definitely make it. All right, so let's look at a couple heroes here, because I know we have Iran. I think we have a little bit of food down here for him. So we'll take him up to Mythic. Iran, we definitely want to build. Again, he is one of the very, very top priorities when it comes to the Wilders. And we want to finish him out. I believe Saurus, see, we just have Iran. Saurus, I think we have a couple copies too. We have 2 right there, so we don't have enough to build him up. Yeah, we do. We do have enough. So we'll go ahead, we'll use Irie here. And again, this is a lot of what I do during summoning sessions that is kind of edited out. Going through and seeing exactly what heroes we're going to build into what capacity. So there he is at Mythic. If we can pull, we should be able to pull a couple more copies, because then we can actually just swap in some copies of Ogi. And I know all of these heroes we already had completely built. There is Legendary. This will take him to Mythic Plus. We'll be able to build both of those with more copies. What do I think of Saurus in the campaign? Jesus, I think I like Saurus a lot in the campaign. I use him on the Wilder team all the way through 30 chapters now. We do use him in the campaign. I've always used him. With his furniture, it gives him a really big damage mitigation in the campaign, which is really, really strong. So if you are using him in the campaign, I would definitely build his furniture. It's really, really good. There's another copy of Saurus. Definitely going to get him built. Maulers are easy to counter. They don't have Lightbearer buff train nor the Wilder. Yeah, Arcane, and that's it. So when they add another essentially healer or another copy of Saurus. So with the Maulers, they're not adding more support. You have Nemitsu for support. You have very, very limited crowd control when it comes to the Maulers. That is why they have so much difficulty in the tower. So essentially with the Maulers, you have to just absolutely strong arm the tower because they're lacking everything else. That's kind of the big thing, the drawback with the Mauler faction. And since they don't have that crowd control aspect, that is what directly relates to PvP. So a lot of the Maulers you don't see in PvP because they don't have the crowd control aspect, which makes, honestly, a game changer when it comes to PvP. There's another copy of Leica. We'll definitely build her. I think we already have her ascended on this account. 171 scrolls left. Haven't had the best luck. Been consistent with the elites. But again, seen a couple doubles. No triples, no quads yet. But I'm hoping that we're going to get it. And there is another double. Brings us Tassie and Iran. Very nice. Iran and Saurus, I would love to get up. Is Rowan is worth it to max out? Rowan 2 Ascended. The big thing with there is Rowan even being up higher is not really going to make that much of a difference adding stars to Rowan. Rowan would probably be one of the last heroes that I'd really focus on building all the way up to 5 stars versus getting other heroes up to Ascended. I would definitely wait on adding them. Yeah, events will definitely help you get unstuck. Board is stuck in the campaign for a month. Board, it doesn't count. When you get to chapters 34 plus, it is very hard to get stuck, or it is very easy, to get stuck in the campaign when you're pushing very hard. Nope, Monty, I would definitely go another double right there, which is Iran and Pippa. We are definitely going to get some of these heroes built. Now we don't need food for Iran. We don't need food for Saurus. So the rest of this, we could build up Pippa, which I want to do because Pippa is so strong. Tassie we need, Pippa we need. Leica and Namora are very strong with the Wilders. Gorvo is strong with the Wilders as well. Boom, another elite there, which is Saurus. Think that might be enough to build him, to build him all the way up to at least Ascended is what we're looking for. Yeah, Mauler, there's a point where you'll build the Maulers, and for a lot of people, it's lacking in the tower. That's where we kind of see it, and there is another Pippa. Again, the Muddled Magician, I absolutely love Pippa. Very cool to see. All right, guys, so there is Iran. I believe that is Saurus too. Oh, let's see. Yep, I believe that is it, guys. So there is Iran. Boom, got him up to Ascended from Legendary Plus. Saurus, the next one, going up all the way to Ascended. Wilders are going to be there. All right, so let's see what we got. We have Tassie. So Tassie we want to build. Pippa, we have a couple, because I don't think we have anyone else built. So out of this, honestly, Tassie. Tassie is a very high priority. Because again, she has 2 forms of crowd control, which is super strong. So right there, Legendary Plus. We use a little bit more of this food. We use Ira this time with a couple of copies of Ogi. Legendary here is Legendary Plus. Then we'll still get more food. So this will at least take Tassie up to Mythic, unlocking that signature item, which her plus 20 signature item, very strong. Her plus 20 signature item. The ability to negate essentially the damage that heroes can do is very strong. We have 6 cards on the table, 6 more pulls here to pick up the rest of the food and pick up some more copies of Tassie. A couple more rares there. 5 more rares, and then our elite pull, hopefully a double or a triple, which it is another double. Very nice. Oh, very nice. Saurus and Tassie again. We need more copies of Tassie. Saurus is one of the heroes I would recommend building to 5 stars. Because again, in the Twisted Realm, in the guild bosses, we've seen it for every Abyssal expedition. Saurus is the absolute boss killer. I would absolutely go through and build Saurus up to 5 stars. Same with Iran. They're 2 heroes I would definitely go ahead and build all the way up to 5 stars. Yeah, yep, it is. No, man. The live stream summons. Our last one brings us a Wilder, which is Pippa again. All right, so we have enough to get Pippa up to Ascended. A little bit more food, but still 7 cards on the table, meaning that we are going to have a lot more Wilders coming. I'm stuck in chapter 33. Yes, Bloody Star. We were stuck there for a while in chapter 33. When you get to the 5 teams, the difficulty goes through the roof. You run out of heroes, you run out of gear was really the big thing. Also with those heroes, you run out of signatures or signature items. Essentially, I didn't have enough heroes deep enough with signature items. So I had some in the 10 range that we used. What I actually did to get through their Bloody Star was segmented my heroes. So I made my group of 25 heroes, took the team essentially of 5 more needing help heroes, put some of them in the team where I could use them almost as a buffer to try to get through there. And we got through there pretty well. It was pretty easy. Is Drez good? Yes, Drez is a very good hero. Carl, definitely build Drez. He is strong. If you've seen him in the War of Wit, he was very, very strong in there as well. Another Wilder, which is Tassie. So Tassie, we might have enough. Might have enough. And our final card here. Where can I get the Druff plushies? Yeah, you're going to have to do something. And I would absolutely love to get a Druff plushie. I wouldn't even care if I had to buy him. Very, very cool. If you guys haven't seen Reddit, there was a Druff plushie they sent out. I believe Vulcan got one as well when I was catching his video. Seems very, very cool for mods. I think it's mods and contributors, community contributors, which was very, very cool to see. Yep, White Sushi. Yep, definitely make some of the best guides there are out there for AFK Arena. His mathematical excellence is by far, no one can even hold a candle to the amount of information and mathematical calculations that White Sushi does. It's very, very cool. At Hippo, what hero do you think needs the SI built? There's a lot of them, Kevin. There's a lot of heroes that do need signature items essentially to perform well. This time we'll go with Arden. And I believe this will be enough for our friend, our Wing and Fairy, Tassie. Here we go. There's Mythic. There is Ascended. Very nice. We got enough copies of Pippa in there. Solus, we're one short. But look at that, guys. So we have Namora, we have Leica, we have Tassie, Iran, and Saurus. The five, the dynamic five. Those are the five that I primarily run on my Wilder account right there. Namora, super strong. Tassie, super strong. Leica for the Iran, Leica shell. Saurus for the cleave and for the heals. Very, very powerful. Someone asked, how much can you save in a month? That would be around 19 to 20k diamonds, 52 summoning scrolls, 600 friendship. Yeah, also in there, Arcane, if there's codes, if there's events, it buffs a lot. Like I said, in this account, I believe it's been about 6 months since we've done anything on these accounts. And we still have 316,000 diamonds. That's right, 1,000 diamonds to build Taylene. Tayleen's going to be the first. We need 2. We need 2 copies of Taylene, and Taylene will be ascended. So let's see, guys, if this Stargazer is going to be super, super friendly to us today, because we need 2. It is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping for 2 fast ones in there. All right. Poll number 1 gives us a lot of resources. The gold resources for the fragments, it seems like for the artifacts, it's becoming a lot less needed, the fragments, just because we're starting to see everyone use the class-specific artifacts. So we did get a Wilder card there, which we'll just go ahead and save those cards. Copy of Taylene. We need 1 more, guys. 1 more, and we will be done. I want their figures from the Asian convention. I asked them to sell, but no luck. Oh, Board's trying to get them too. All right, guys, so we got 1 copy so far. There is arena tickets, which I absolutely hate in here. They need to update the Stargazer. Take out the arena tickets. Add in Poe coins would make me very, very happy. Even if it was a very, very low amount of Poe coins, I would definitely take them. The other AFK YouTubers, which do you watch regularly? Robert, so when it comes to YouTube, the 2 that I always watch, I watch Vulcan, of course. I think everybody and their brother watches Vulcan. I always watch Linker. Linker has some absolute amazing information. He is always right on point with literally everything. And he does a lot of content that a lot of people don't cover, or it's very, very hard to find answers to specific questions. Linker covers material absolutely amazing. I still 5-star my artifacts. Yes, absolutely 5-star the artifacts. Save these. And there is our second, guys. Second copy of Taylene. So Taylene is done. Let's go ahead and build her up. We'll be able to max her out to Ascended. There we go, guys. Now it is the twins. Next is going to be the twins. We don't need that many copies. We need 2 to go up to Legendary Plus, 2 more for Mythic, then 2 more for Mythic Plus, 4 for Ascended. So we need quite a few. Let's see if we can get some. Yeah, still never seen the 30,000 diamonds. Even Mickey sent me a message and said, I really hope that you do get the 30,000 diamonds, which I hope as well. I definitely hope. I've still never seen the 30,000 diamonds, guys. And we have 316,000. All right. Oh, we got to switch it. Almost forgot to switch it. Twins. There we go. When Taylene starts to be good, yeah, big thing with Taylene is her signature item. The signature item. So there is the twins, guys. Just want to say that I love following your faction accounts. Oh, thank you. I love the faction accounts. The faction accounts are very, very cool to see. All right, guys, twins. Fingers crossed, twins. We need a lot of copies of the twins, guys. A couple more resources. 176 cards left. Another elite card with some more arena tickets. Another elite card. Come on, twins. There it is. First copy of the twins. Again, we need a lot. We need a lot of copies of the twins. One more will take them to Legendary Plus. All right. 126 cards left. Still have 316,000 diamonds. Only one copy of the twins at this point. Couple elite cards. We're going to have a lot of elite cards here, guys. Boom. Second copy of the twins. That'll take them to Legendary Plus. But they're only at Legendary Plus. Still a lot more room. Faction gear there. Yeah, I know. It's looking like the normal rates here. Another copy of twins. Very nice. We need one more to take them to Mythic, which is where we always want to see them. But Stargazer normal rate, 6 to 7 pulls is what we see for the Stargazer. So you burn through a ton of cards and you really don't earn that many cards and a ton of diamonds. We see a ton of diamonds through here. A lot more resources. And then that pulled 2 more sets. There we go. So that takes them to Mythic, meaning we need 2 more for Mythic Plus. Got the 30,000 diamonds in my first Stargazer pull. Wow, abandoned. Yeah, it's like I think 2/100th of a chance to pull it. What's going on from Lebanon? It's the Driller. Didn't know the 3K Poe coins from pre-existed until a guildmate told me. Oh yeah, 27,000 Poe coins. All right. So we need some more. We need a lot more copies of the twins here, guys. All right, so that's all of our cards. Let's go ahead. We'll build up the 2 copies we got. Because I like to see them at Mythic. There's Legendary Plus. There is Mythic. Signature item unlocked. This is really, really what you need for the twins. So we need 6. We need 2 to take them to Mythic Plus, 4 to take them to Ascended. So we need 6 total copies, guys. And we are into the diamonds at this point. Some more faction gear. Faction gear is good. Faction gear, you'll always use the faction gear. Would definitely like to see those diamonds today. This is the last one. This is the last big Stargazer that I have lined up right now. Still need 6. There's 1, so that gives us 5. 291,000 left. Only need 5 more copies. Double cards there, so not too bad. I have 40 Stargazer cards. Yeah, I have the same, exact same, Kevin. I have 40 cards, which we can't Stargaze yet. Nice to see the twin. Yeah, definitely Hyatt. Seeing the twins here, definitely worth it. Come on, guys. Remember, last time we got the Stargazer warmed up, it started dropping a lot of copies of heroes. We've seen a lot of back-to-back heroes. But now just a lot of resources. The Stargazer is not showing much love today at all. Seeing a lot of arena tickets, which is very disappointing as well. There's another copy. So that gives us 4. 4 more. 256,000. 4 more copies we still need. Another elite card. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you, Robert. We're not going for the very final one because we're going to pick it up from the event. So there we go. So we needed 4, we need 3, we need 2. We just need 2 more copies. Let's make sure. Thank you for reminding me, Robert. Because there is our 1 copy from here. Because we are going to pick up 1 from the Lost Sigils event. So we don't need the final copy. So we got 1 there, 1 there. So we need 2. That's it, 2. All right, guys, real quick. 2. I want to see 2 really quick. 241,000 left. Again, the rare essence or enchantment tokens, the same. Again, Lilith really needs to look at the Stargazer. Even here for the artifact fragments, they need to put in some of the new artifact fragments in there as well. I would absolutely love to see. There's 1 copy, so we need 1. 226,000 left, and we need 1 single copy of the twins. And they will be done. Don't want to burn too many. Yeah, the love-hate relationship of the Stargazer. Right now, it's hating us. Stargazer's absolutely hating us right now, guys. But got a wilder card. I have a lot of faction cards that we're saving in there. Just need 1. Is this going to be it? It is. There's our 1 more copy. That'll bring us to where we need to be for the twins. 1 copy shy of having them done. So essentially that'll be our 1. There's our single copy to go ahead and take them up to Ascended. All right, so now Lucreta. Lucreta is at Elite Plus, meaning that we need a ton. Remember, Lucreta is absolutely amazing. The reworks they have done with her, very, very powerful. We have 196,000 guys, 196,000 diamonds. So we can definitely do it. I know. Anime Girl is giving me the luck here, guys. All in for Lucreta. Hopefully we can get her up to Ascended. I want to see the 30,000 diamonds. First pull pulls a copy of Lucreta and faction gear. Very, very nice. Might be good. Lucreta might be the luck that we need here, guys. So we pulled twins and Lucreta back to back. And another copy. We are 2 for 3. 181,000 left. So that'll take it up to legendary with those 2 copies we pulled. I'm really, really hoping that this is going to be the 30,000 diamonds that's coming in. I don't know what I'm going to do if I get the 30,000 diamonds, because I've never seen it, guys. And another copy of Lucreta. That is already 3. Wow, that is very, very good. Seems like Anime Girl gave me her luck. And we have warmed up the Stargazer enough to give us a couple copies and another one. That's 4, guys. That's 4. Just like that. Yeah, we're going back to the original rates. Wow, that's already 4 copies. That'll take her to Legendary Plus. Couple more tokens there. A lot of resources going to be stacking up in this mailbox. But that's already 4 copies, guys. That is 4 copies that we've seen. So Stargazer gave it up a little bit. We're getting there. Another copy right there. That's 5, guys. That is 5. Yeah, Lucreta. That's how I pronounce it, Tim. That's 5, guys. That is 5 copies of Lucreta. A lot of essence there. All right, we've already seen 5. So let's see. A little bit more arena tokens there, or the arena tickets. Still have 116 left. Couple more rare cards there, or elite card. Boom, another copy. That's 6. That is 6. When in the anime, when Zephyriel said Lucreta, in the I in Lucreta, Lucreta? I don't know, but we got copies. 106,000 left, guys. That is a lot of copies that we've gotten of her. Still no diamonds. Still no diamonds at this point. Come on, diamonds. Seeing a lot more resources, a lot more 24-hour EXPs. There's another copy of her, guys. Wow, that is awesome. That is good rates. Again, we just had to get the Stargazer warmed up. And there's another one. There's another one. Very nice. Let's check. Let's check how many copies we got. Because that is back-to-back Lucreta again. And there's another. Wow. Wow. All right. Look at that. That's 8. Wow, guys. That is crazy. So there she is at Legendary. They want her to cheese really bad. That takes her to Mythic. Boom. There we go. That takes her to Mythic Plus. We need 4. 4. You get bombarded by messages for non-friend. Nope, not at all, D. All right, so that is it. We need 4, guys. Or no, 3. We only need 3. We need 3. See you later, Zelda. Have a good day. 3 more copies, and she is ascended. Wow, guys. From Elite Plus up to Ascended. That is crazy. That is really good rates. She has been on fire. That's okay. I will, anytime, Anime Girl, I will take the hero luck. There's another copy. That means we need 2. We need 2, guys. 2 single copies. 50,000 diamonds left. Going to be able to cheese her very much. So we just need 2. 36,000. There's another copy. 1. Guys, 1 single copy. And she will be built. Let's see if we can do back-to-back. A little bit more resources there. Oh, it's going to be close. Hopefully it's not going to be the one shy. There it is. There it is, guys. We still have 2 more pulls. We still have 2 more pulls. No 30,000 diamonds, but that's okay, guys, because we will definitely take those copies. Look at that. She is done. Boom. She is ascended. Wow. From Elite Plus all the way to Ascended, just like that. I'd even like to look for, we're going to use our last 2 pulls for Aziz, just because we have them. Yeah, that's crazy. Those were crazy odds. Remember, the big thing here with Zephyriel, or excuse me, with Aziz, all the copies you pull out of here, you don't have to buy. That's really the big thing is if you pull the copies out of here, every copy I pull out of the Stargazer saves me 250,000 Challenger tokens, which is a lot. It takes a long time. See you later, Josh. Have a good day. This is Mickey's account, Hills. This is his last and final account. But I'm thinking maybe Mortis. You know what? Let's look at Mortis. Remember, Mortis, even in the Abyssal Expedition, we have no Mortis. We can do the last 2 for Mortis. At Elite Plus, Mortis in the Abyssal Expedition was very important. Just having him at Elite Plus. His greed ability to put the ultimate ability on heroes made damage go through the roof. So Mortis was very important. What's going on, Yorit? You just missed the stream. You guys pretty much missed the last hour of the stream. What did I miss, Robert? Absolute crazy Lucreta. I have Belinda ascended. Who should I ascend next? I have Estrelda at Legendary. Depends who we already have, Guardian. Yeah, Micah. The rate's absolutely insane. 2 more pulls here, though. We have 2 more chances. Remember, every pull is a chance to get those 30,000 diamonds. Pull number 1 gives us just some more resources, and our very, very final pull for Mortis gives us just a couple more resources. Got some more cards though. So very, very nice, guys. Look at that. Wow. So we built 3 Wilders from absolutely nothing, from the Elite Plus or Legendary, all the way up to Ascended, which is very, very strong. We finished out Taylene. We're going to finish out the twins with our final copy coming from the Lost Sigils event. We have Lucreta all the way up to Ascended, guys. From Elite Plus all the way to Ascended. Those were absolute insane rates to build Lucreta. Very, very powerful. Again, in the Abyssal Expedition, very strong. Even in further chapters, you can cheese her almost by herself to destroy teams. Did I see your question? No, I did not, D. Sorry. I missed the question. Should I pause on gazing for all 9 gaze for a single Mortis? Yes, Robert. I would definitely get him to Elite Plus. Makes a big difference. Because remember, in the Abyssal Expedition, you will actually have the opportunity to use heroes that are Elite Plus. In addition, is they get all of the buffs from the relics that you build. So very, very strong overall with those. Stargaze for Thane. Yeah, I've seen Sir Nasty Rips. There were a lot of heroes, or there was someone stargazing for Brutus yesterday. That was just stargazing. Pop all the cards. Sure, we'll go ahead and pop the cards. So you have 3 Elite Graveborn here, which boom, Baden. Baden is another hero that needs a rework. Definitely needs a rework. Pharrell is a monster. Pharrell, they reworked his 9 of 9. The 9 of 9, even with the patch that is coming, they reduced the amount of time for the Accursed Arrow ability, making him even stronger. So every 1.5 seconds, the Accursed Arrow goes off, putting not only Pharrell's damage through the roof, but also putting his crowd control aspect through the roof. No furniture summons. I'm not exactly sure what Mickey wants me to furniture summon, so I'm going to wait off on that, Abandon. We probably have quite a few that we could summon. For the Maulers, we get, not too bad, Cetrena and Antandra, 2 heroes that Cetrena got a rework, Antandra got a rework, because they're releasing these Mauler heroes that need a lot of reworks. Wilders, Pippa again, Iran, look at that, Leica, and Saurus. Very, very nice pull there, and a little bit more food, which we can definitely use. Lightbearers, get a couple more copies. Double Hendrik, triple Rain, plus Belinda. I believe that'll add some more stars there to Belinda. Savius is a fodder, so is Iris. Yeah. Oscar, I don't know the question about Oscar at Kevin. Oscar is a hero that I do not build. Oh, see, he doesn't have anything in there for the furniture. But look at that, guys. Boom. That is a lot more heroes there that we can build up. So let's add our stars on here for our Wilder account, or building the Wilders. Wilders you use through the entire game. They're used in every aspect. Such a strong faction here from the Wilders. Yeah, the Oak Inn is empty. We have 2 pulls out of the Oak Inn, so that is completely empty, guys. So that will do it for the summons on Mickey's accounts, guys. That is all 5 of them. Absolutely crazy how many pulls we got there. Level 200, look at that. Ding, leveled up. Will it differ if I ascend Taylene? What do you mean, Fallen? I could only wish that a purple card would be guaranteed to start. Yeah, I know. Again, they need to rework the Stargazer. I think Lilith really does have a lot to change in here. Again, the Stargazer, they just put new heroes into. Not really too much of a difference. They haven't really changed too much. There's a couple things Stargazer, Lilith really needs to work on. Stargazer, they really need to work on the Stargazer, do something to keep people interested, whether it's raising the rates, whether it's adding a couple new items in here, because essentially a lot of the lower items, there's not really any reason. The tickets, they've never even updated this to include Poe coins or even any of the new artifacts. So I think changing or adding a couple more things in here would bring a lot more people into the Stargazer and the guild bosses. Guild bosses need an overhaul. Overall, Mahira first or Lucreta. Right now, it's your own personal preference. Mahira is really good for the Lockout team, but a lot of people are using Lucreta in the Lockout team as well, which is very, very cool to see. So kind of going back and forth. Air tap, I bought Joker. Is it worth exchanging for Queen or spending my mats normally? Air tap, pick them up. Yep, do the exchange. Big thing that we know with the Dimensional Heroes, guys, is as of right now, when the Dimensional Heroes leave, so essentially when the redemption period is over, the heroes are leaving, meaning that we're not seeing them anymore. So there is not an option as of right now to buy the Dimensional Heroes again. So people that missed out on Yukio, Nakaruru, Ezio, Ainz, Albedo, new players to the game have no option to pick up those Dimensionals. As of right now, Lilith has kind of touched on the point of possibly bringing them back as a very, very short-term promotional event, which I'm sure means that they are going to be pay to win only. So the only option to actually pick them up is going to be to purchase them. But other than that, you're not going to be able to get the hero. So when you look, especially someone like Ainz that absolutely destroys, just nukes the battlefield through even the Dismal Maze, through a lot of the campaign stages, Ainz can ult and just kill everybody. It is really, really the big thing. Oh, what's going on? Jambi. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, is my family is actually visiting my in-laws. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to be right back. I'm actually going to, I haven't used the be right back. So I'm hoping the be right back is going to be, I'm still going to have the mic on, but we're going to click be right back. So there we go. It is going to take a short break because I'm actually going to switch the accounts here. We're going to pop over to my pay to win account. So we can do a couple of summons on there. Yeah, Arthur is $100. So I wish Stargazer's viable early. Yeah, and the problem with that, Guardian, is if you're that early, is pay to win. What's going on, Micah? See you later. Have a good day. Well, we're not done yet, guys. There we go. We'll go back to the live stream. Boom. Switched up all the accounts. That way, Mickey's account is done, guys. Those are all of the summons. Here we've saved 11,000 diamonds. So we've been making a lot of progression on here. 34-4. Arthur is free at Lab Coins. Yeah, if you can ever get an option or get a time to buy Arthur. That's really the big problem we see with Arthur is since we've, even going back to the time here of Nakaruru, they had the redemption. So Nakaruru started taking all of your coins. A lot of heroes, Nakaruru took all of your coins. Ezio took a lot of your coins. Then it went to Ainz and Albedo. Again, took a lot of your coins. Now you're saving for Queen and Joker. Essentially, when we hit that redemption period for Queen and Joker, if another hero is coming, you're not going to have an option to pick up Arthur, which sucks. Honestly, it sucks because Arthur is very, very tough. I think people were dropping out of, I think I've seen some from Twitch. And people come and go. You've been working on that account power. Levels. Board, it levels 312 million. I have been stuck because of my hero essence. Essentially, we have more than enough EXP to level up, but levels, this is what I have absolutely been focusing on, were the levels to gain in here. We've been spending our $26 a day like I've recommended before. We buy the red chest. I bought actually, I think I bought the Poe coins, I bought the Twisted Essence, I bought the gold, and then I bought the essence, the essence. So we've been building this up. I have a mobile version of AFK Arena. Yep, the mobile version. This is the mobile version, Guardian. It is the same. It is the same. This is the mobile version of it. You're welcome, Mickey. Oh, Mickey's here, guys. Big shout out to Mickey. Absolutely amazing, guys. He saved for months and months and months to allow me to do the summons, and it's very, very cool. Anytime that I get to do summons, it's always cool. I know I have one or two other viewers that are looking for summons as well, so they're coming. Is Arthur the only dimensional you can buy for free? Yes, as of right now, he is. So a couple things that they've been kind of toying around with is, of course, the Labyrinth store. This is the Emblems of Space, but possibly adding other dimensionals in here. So actually adding, so if you buy Arthur, instead of having this turn to emblems, possibly turning to another dimensional. Like I said, Lilith has went back and forth with a lot of different things. So I know they have a lot of things planned. Which heroes am I building? So looking on here, we just built Alna out. We got Wukong all the way to Ascended. Right now we're stargazing for Orthos, but I am building Mortis. Mortis, we only have a couple more days. I think we have 4 more days to build him out, and the heroic ship will be gone, guys. 5 more days. So we have a couple Stargazer cards. We finished out the event, or the New Voyage of Wonder, so we got a couple stars there. I have a couple stones. The cards we're saving, so specifically the Mauler cards, I'm going to save for Karen. I am going to save those for Karen, as well as our cards for finishing chapter 33. We're going to save those for Karen as well, so we can build the Mauler, is what I'm saying. We need Merlin. Yes, Yuki, you're it. We absolutely need Merlin. Merlin and Arthur, I know some of you guys do know, King Arthur is probably one of my favorite absolute heroes, whether it was real, whether it was not, whatever. Absolutely, King Arthur and Merlin, very, very powerful, very cool to see. Yeah, Mickey is crazy on all of the accounts. All right, so we have a couple stones to use. Again, a couple Stargazer summons. We have 4 elite hero stones. Looking for Celestials and Hypogeans. What's my rank in HOE? We are right below Legends board. We are right there. When do I unlock the heroic ship? When you have 10 Ascended Heroes, Anime Girl. It unlocks in the Field of Stars when you have 10 Ascended Heroes. Will there be a Prince of Persia so that another warrior class is demand? There is. So Prince of Persia, if you guys haven't seen, kind of rumored, Prince of Persia, they've already found in the code. So the Prince of Persia, that crossover event, not saying if it's going to be 1 hero or 2 heroes, or at what point they're going to have that crossover event, but it is coming. Prince of Persia was already in the gaming probably 6 or 7 months ago. But I'm not sure if they finalized stuff with that or they got it all taken care of. So let's go ahead. Couple stones here. Khazard, guys. Khazard and Silas, Titus and Satrana. But look at that, guys. The luck continues. Very, very cool. A copy of Khazard. That, again, is 1 last copy we have to build, which is exactly what I want. So Khazard, out of 4 stones, we got a copy of Khazard, which I believe that'll bring him, there we go, takes him to Elite Plus. And I think, there we go, takes him up another copy. Boom, it takes him to Legendary. We're getting a lot of heroes built here. Will they add another code soon? Guardian Jane, usually about once a month, we'll see a copy. So we have, again, 11,000 here. No regular scrolls, but we do have 35. Still looking for Mortis. So we are still looking for Mortis, trying to build him up a little bit. I'm hoping we can get a little bit. A couple more copies would be nice. Remember, we need 6. We need 6 to get him to Ascended. I know that's not going to happen, but that's okay. We're going to miss out on the frame. I'm not going to pay a couple $100 to pick up that Avatar frame. It's going to be super, super expensive because we went with Alna first. All right, so let's see. We got 3 pulls here. Boom, number 1 brings us just some more arena tickets. Pull number 2. Hoping we get at least a copy of him. Again, a couple more. These are my normal rates on my account, meaning nothing. Pull 3 is a copy. There we go. We got 1, so not too bad, as well as more resources. I do need the essence very, very badly. All right, we have 2 more pulls with our diamonds here. See if we can maybe pull 1 more copy of Mortis. And our final pull, which is just a couple more cards. That's okay though, guys. So we got 1 more copy of Mortis out of there. Looking through here, we have a ton of copies of Oscar, not building him yet. Little bit of food. We have Rigby and we have Thane. So really that's it, guys. Hendrick, we need a little bit more food for, and some copies, and he'll be done. That's it for the light bears. So we are making a lot of progression, a lot of ascended heroes here, which is very, very cool. Show your tower progress. We'll go through the heroes, then we'll take a look at the towers. So the Maulers, we have 5 to build. Essentially, we're building Verk. We've been working on Verk. Warwick, we're waiting on copies. We just need food. We only have the 1. Wilders, we have Cirrus and we have Almas. That's it. That's all we need. I believe Lorzen is done. Yep, Lorzen is already completely done. So we have 1 copy there, but we don't have enough food to take Kaz up. In Kaz, we still need, I believe, another copy. We still need 1 more copy of Kaz. So just a little bit more food there. And then here, Kelthar, we had enough copies. Thorn, we had enough copies. We have a little bit of food here, which again, we just have to wait for more food. Because essentially we have Thorin at Legendary Plus, meaning 2 to Ascended, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. Just need food. And you know what? I think I'm going to buy some food. I think we're going to go ahead and buy some food. And then, of course, we have Taylene Ascended. We have the twins. We have Alna. We have Wukong. Flora will be Ascended very soon. We need 2 copies. And then, of course, working on Mortis to get him built up. Everybody here is good. Yukio is level 1. Which is kind of whatever. I've been trying to be a free to play, but I've been stuck on stages for a while. Should I spend? And if so, what should I buy? Anthony, the biggest thing that you can purchase by far is the advancement rewards. So if you look, the advancement rewards are the very, very biggest thing you can buy, which comes out of the visiting merchant. They have advancement rewards 1, 2, and 3, which is the biggest, the biggest, essentially the biggest thing you can buy. $20 for 45,000 diamonds, which is crazy. Absolute insane amount of resources for 20 bucks. Yeah, I still would love to see Merlin in here. Wondering if this game is good enough to download. Silent Soul, it is. Honestly, I've played a lot of games. I've played games literally, as you guys know, my entire life, going back to even Atari because I'm old. Essentially, this game is probably one of the best. It's very free to play friendly. You don't have to put anything into it if you do not choose to, but the game itself is very, very cool when it comes to the playability, the utility, how much stuff is in here. Doesn't seem like it's that AFK anymore, but it is very, very cool to see. What is the best Ainz comp? Ainz, the best comp with him is just anything that will allow him to ult. That is really what you want to focus on with Ainz, is giving him the ability to ult is what you need. So anyone that can buy him time, Albedo is good with him. Arthur is good with him. Rowan Taylene is good with him. Tassie, Pharrell, Nara is good with Ainz. Anything that is going to, again, buy you time to ult or give you additional energy is really big. Yeah, I know a lot of people missed Ezio, unfortunately. How do you get more elite cards? Elite card summons. If you get summons, if you get stones, those are the ways to get elite cards. I buy all of these packs as well. And again, it did slow down a little bit with how much I spend on here because it's absolutely crazy. But we have the monthly cards. We buy all the monthly cards. We got the subscription card. All of the Noble Society ones. The Heroic Ship, we maxed out Alna, which was good. Mortis is pretty close. Almost got him close enough to get those 50. And then we picked up all of the heroes. And right now, during events, I spend 26 bucks. So 26 bucks every day I spend on these packs to go ahead and get more stuff out of there. So looking at the Lost Sigils, we're going to buy fodder. So we're spending 26 bucks a day. We're going to get a lot of heroes, which we have been getting a lot of heroes. So we're going to go ahead and pick up some of our fodder here. So we're going to pick up some rare faction here. We'll pick up a couple of these chests, which I'm hoping this will allow us to build a couple more heroes. There we go. And we're going to go Graveborn. You know what? I'm going to go Graveborn. What do we got here? We got our cards there. Where's our chest? There we go. So we have 54. So we are going to go Graveborn. There we go. We're going fodder. 54. Boom. 54 rare cards. There we go. Do I play Resident Evil? I did. I played Resident Evil when Resident Evil came out, just to say how long ago that was. I believe it was on PlayStation, maybe PlayStation, that far back. Let's pop all these open, and then we'll go ahead and use our Graveborn cards. I want to build Thorin. I want to build Thorin to use him in the tower. But there we go, 54 cards. Boom. That's a lot of fodder. We'll just continue down the list. All right. That should give us 1 or 2 more elite cards. There's some rares. There's some elites. So 2, 4, 6 elite cards. A little bit of food. We're going to buy the red chests out of there. We're also going to buy the fodder cards. Those are the 2 that are looking for. Yeah, absolutely strapped for fodder. And it's because we progressed on this account so fast. I have essentially right now, I think I have four heroes completely ready to 5-star, but I have no food for any of them. So that's kind of been where we're stuck. And again, this isn't going to give us that much fodder as much as you think, because we are still going to be short as always. But you know what? This is a huge, huge push in the right direction because I need Thorin. I bought enough fodder to bring 5 LB to Mythic Plus, 3 Wilders. Yeah, we went all Graveborn. All Graveborn. So there is his signature item, which we could use Torn. But even here, we have 2. That's it, guys. We are so fodder poor. Torn, we don't want to use because we want to build him. We essentially want to build him, but a little bit more fodder, and we could actually build him up, get him completely to 5 stars. 2 more Elite Plus is all we need. Yeah, I know. Just wanting... I played Atari, the Black... Oh, Javid played Atari. There we go. Still working on the Elder Tree level 77. So looking here, a lot of people are asking about the tower. This is where the tower is. Can team bounty boards be refreshed? I don't think the teams can. I think the individuals can, but I don't believe the teams can. Do you have any Isolde? Isolde is similar to... Isolde is just like Daemon. You want to go ahead and allow him to scale. That's really the big thing. You do have to wait for him to scale. Use 2 copies of Baden. I would use copies of Baden, but I don't want to use the fodder. Because knowing our luck, essentially what's going to happen is they're going to rework Baden, and now Abraham, we're not going to have enough copies of Baden, is what we're going to see. Kelthar, again, we have 5 stars of Kelthar, which we have a lot of summons there. Silas is almost maxed out. I believe with that, we are 1 copy away and he will be maxed out. We have a lot of maxed out heroes. It's going to come. I don't want to go ahead and just rush this along. Within the next couple summons, we should have a couple more maxed out to 5 stars, including Grez. We're still building Grez. So I'm just going to wait. You got to have patience. Exactly. Kelthar is good in the AE. There's been a couple different places where they've been really, really good overall. So the King's Tower, again, as you can see, the Mauler Tower is the lowest. It is the most difficult to get through. Even looking at the team comps that I have, I only have Drez is my swap in hero for this, but the power gap, and this is where I'm finding the power gap. If you look, we're at 130, about 130 level difference between, meaning I have to gain more levels. I have to gain more levels when it comes to the heroes themselves. Do you put the Call or Warrior Artifact on Isolde? Isolde, I usually do the Warrior Artifact. I believe even now he has the Warrior Artifact. I was running the Vitality to allow him to live, but swapping between there, I usually do the Chaos Bringer. Because remember, big thing with him, AoE damage doesn't matter. Accuracy matters. When you look at that, Abandon, accuracy does make a difference. Of course, the attack does make a difference, but the big thing is right here. Heroes Haste, Life Leech. The haste is going to make a big, big difference on Isolde. The call you could use just to get him to ult faster, but the team that I run him with is essentially allowing him to scale. You have to buy him time to scale. If you do not give him time to scale, he will not win. He'll die too early. That's kind of the big thing. Is there any guide for faction towers 350 to 400? Not really, little Shruki. The big thing with the tower is where you're talking, the 350 is the stage info. Even for a majority of them, and this is why I was talking about Thorin. Every team in here has Thorin. Thorin Isolde, even here, Daemon Thorin. Most of these, Isolde, there you go, Isolde Thorin. Most people run Thorin. Almost everybody that I see, even going further down, Daemon, Isolde, Thorin are really the big three Graveborn that people run. And then everything else is just to support them. Are you going to try to get Kren? On this account, yes, Robert. We will get Kren eventually. We don't have that much food. We're not going to do particular summons for him because he's not a really big priority. Don't say you're old. From the 80s. Yeah, exactly, from the 80s. When do you unlock the faction towers? I believe it is chapter 15. I think when you get into chapter 15, 15-1, you start unlocking them. Tell me how end Fog Valley mission kill line. Oh, are you talking about the Misty Valley? I think the Misty Valley. If you look at Reddit, so there's a couple different ones. Look at the team comps in there. To kill the front line, you have to provide crowd control essentially to the back line. Tassie works really well. To kill the front line, Saurus. Saurus is really, really strong to kill out that front line. But let's hit up the Oak Inn really quick. I have quite a few more points here. We have 14,000 po coins, saving them every single day. Tickets here. Wish list remains the same. Lucreta we want to build. Saurus has gotten to the point where we need his survivability. Queen we want to take to 3 of 9. Ezio to 3 of 9. Grez is who we need. We need Grez. What's going on, Motaz? Thanks for joining me. What are your ranks in the Heroes of Espria? We'll check out that in a minute. We can look at the hero in a minute. 14,000. Hoping for some mythic, which we get a piece off the bat, which is Ulna. Another piece there for Ulna. We would definitely take that one. She's a hero, 9 of 9. Really, really important for her. A couple more pieces there. All right, another mythic pull. Gives us Scrag, another piece for Scrag. Scrag is almost done too. He is getting there. Almost close to another card. We want Grez. Grez is who we're looking for here. So that takes Scrag to 6, essentially. And that takes Ulna to 5. So definitely making a little bit of progression there between those two. We're looking at this point. See, she's at 5 and 5. Grez we need. We need 3 cards on the table with another one. We need to max out Grez. We really, really need to max out Grez. As much as I would love to see the other heroes, I need a couple more cards here to max out Grez. He is very, very important. There we go. We got all the Mauler furniture finally. Look at that. Our final task is complete. All right, so Heroes of Espria. Let me see the lineup I used. I had to retry 30 times. Yeah. Some of the stages take forever. So we're at 96. We've had some victories. We've had some defeats. These are people attacking me. So I haven't done anything with the Heroes of Espria since I believe yesterday. But we are very, very close. So look in there. We'll get 100 points, 40 scrolls. We want to hit the Masters because essentially looking here, if we get the HOE Warrior frame, we need 200 points. Masters is at 200 points. Plus you get 10 more faction scrolls. We could actually save these faction scrolls to summon for Maulers with Kren. Essentially we need this tier and then boom, it will go to Masters. So we are very, very close there. We're close. Formation for my teams, kind of just building. We built a Graveborn team. We built a Mauler team because, again, when it gets to team 4 and 5, we're very, very short when it comes to our lineup. We are very, very short. Here we are ranked 2. We're literally right there. We were at 1, kind of going back and forth. We are ranked number 2 in our Arena of Heroes. Legends Challenger Tournament, we're at 106. So we're ranked number 6 right now, which is good. So we're doing really good for both of those. Do you keep your league points after this event, or do they turn into gold? You keep them, Kyle. So essentially on my main account, we got 200 points in the Heroes of Espria event. So we kept our 200 points, meaning right here, I'm at 200. So I believe I kept the points. So if I get more, we will accumulate, essentially, eventually get up, because even here, 10,000 points to get that one. The highest you get is 1,000. So you'd have to be Legends level 10 times to get that. So the points have to be cumulative to continue to build these. What is Grez's furniture? So Grez's furniture shields his minions when they're summoned. We'll look at Grez really quick. So looking here, Skeletal Warrior summoned as a result of the ability shall enjoy the shield effects of Shadow Shield. So looking at our Shadow Shield ability, which I believe is right here, Shadow Shield, so damage is increased by up to 200%. So essentially when the minions come up, they are shielded, meaning they can mitigate a ton of damage. Shielded armor is increased by 200%. When the minions are summoned, they get the Shadow Shield. With the Shadow Shield, it increases the amount of time that you're going to have essentially these minions up before they die, meaning that they're going to live longer, they're going to do more damage. So as Grez steals his attack power with Demonic Assault, so when he steals this attack rating, some of it does go to the skeletons when they're summoned. If the skeletons live longer, the skeletons are going to do more damage. Then you couple them with a hero like Saurus that can heal the skeletons. Couple it with a hero like Mortis that can buff the skeletons. And couple that with twins that can buff the haste of the skeletons. Absolutely, absolutely monster. You can do monster amounts of damage very, very quickly with those combinations with Grez. Making Grez do, and I'll show you right here, which I think it might be, yeah, this one's not going to show Grez, but making him do billions and billions and billions of damage, which is crazy. I have 3 giveaway teams in the Heroes of Espria. Very nice. What is the advancement collectible rewards when you go to Masters? 50. You get the 50 out of there. Would the crew to be able to cheese at 3 of 9? Yes, Cesar. They can. She can cheese at 3 of 9. The big thing with the 9 of 9 is when she gets there, it makes the ability permanent. That's really the big one right here. The flames shall no longer disappear. So it is a little bit of a cheese when you do the 3 of 3. But the 9 of 9, the flames no longer disappear, which makes her super, super powerful. Should be able to get to Masters tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, D, I'm absolutely going to do that. I'm going to push to Masters probably either today or tomorrow. I will. One thing I did want to point out that I found out, actually somebody messaged me, arena tickets. So we don't like arena tickets because I don't PvP. We have 608. These just accumulate, but as you can see, we have 11 million gold. So just like a couple other things, when we look at our arena tickets, I'm going to sell 508 of these because I'm going to bank 100 to just sit here. And look at that, guys. 25 million gold. This account has always been very, very poor with gold. So picking up the arena tickets from the Stargazer just gave us 25 million gold, which I'll take. We need it for buffing up our armor. We need it for the resonating crystal. We have always been out of gold. Gold has always been what we're missing. Even here with Lucreta, we have T2 gear that we cannot level up. There's 10 million of the 25 we got. There we go. There's 21 million of the 25 we got to build up Lucreta's gear. Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing I found him for. That's very, very cool to do. Is using those, the gold. That's it. That's what my arena tickets are good for, especially here because in the arena, short of the tickets, I mean, I'm either going to be 1 or 2, ends in 2 hours, so we can actually push. This is the number 1 guy, which we're a little bit more powerful than his team. There we go. We're ranked 1 of 1. Still have 99 tickets left. There we go. Right there back on top. So looking at place 1, you do get 800 diamonds. 80 a day, 800 diamonds. If we can gain a couple more levels, our power will go over to a point where we can no longer be killed unless they're attacking other people. Yeah, Jamie, Jambi, you can sell them. You can sell them. That's what I found out. Again, somebody messaged me. I forget exactly who it was, but they messaged me saying, hey, you can go ahead and sell the tickets if you're not using them because you don't have any gold. Mercenaries, we always lend out all of our mercenaries every single week. Starting with the patch, you're actually going to get 10 companion points per week for mercenaries lended out with a maximum of 50 per week, which is going to be very, very cool. Is Lucreta 9 of 9 worth it? Yes. Lucreta 9 of 9 is definitely worth it. I would highly, highly recommend building Lucreta 9 of 9. With her 9 of 9, she is able to finish stages such as here where we have multiple stages. Thorin can finish a stage with the Thorin cheese himself. It does take time. Lucreta can finish a stage by herself with the Lucreta cheese. We've seen Black Kaiser that she has been able to essentially defeat stages by herself, going through here with the Lucreta cheese, which is very, very cool to see. Is it me or every new account your first elite is Lucreta? My first was, I think on here it was twins, but Lucreta wasn't out then. So I'm kind of biased. Is Grez 3 of 9 necessary? Yes. Yep. So with the Twisted Realm, TR is the Twisted Realm. There is a majority of the Twisted Realm that use Grez. Even this one uses Grez. I believe, 4 of them? I believe, 4 of them do use Grez, is essentially where you're at. Here, we're far down the list because we do not have Shamira maxed out. We don't have Rose maxed out. We don't have Estrilda maxed out. I don't have Rowan maxed out. So a lot of players here, even tree 118, that's the highest the tree can go right now. Here, we're only at 77. So we have a far, far way to level up the tree as we continue to build other heroes. Can you help me with Misty Valley stage 11? Misho, Misty Valley, the big thing there is see what other people are using. Find a formation that you have. That's really the key here. We've already cleared out all of the Misty Valley, but looking here, we'll hop back to stage 11. It's not going to let us teleport. We can go back here. That's 13, 12, here's 11. So look at the stage info. Here's the gold door. So there's Bloody Star, which Bloody Star's in chat. What's going on? Look at the team here that did it. So it was done with Iran, Leica, Tassie, Rowan, and Falks. Falks, again, providing crowd control. Tassie, providing crowd control. Rowan, providing crowd control. Iran, providing crowd control. To get that done, the 2 frontline enemies first. Iran is going to pull in. Remember, 1 and 2, Iran will pull in. If you don't have them, look at some of the other combinations. Here's Isolde Saurus with the twins. Here is Albedo with Saurus. Looking here at the battle history, really look at what you have. That's really the big key thing here is what heroes do you have to build a team comp. I can say, okay, go ahead, Michio, and use Saurus. And you're like, oh, well, I don't have a Saurus. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and use, Iran. Oh, well, I don't have an Iran. And that's why, again, guys, it's really, really hard to talk about specific team comps because without knowing what heroes you have, it's very difficult to offer recommendations because I don't know what heroes you have. That's really the big things. Sometimes worth to use tickets in the arena because you can sometimes get mystery chests. Yeah. And that's, Monsi, why I save 100. So we saved 100 arena tickets because of making progression. So essentially, we're going to go through, if I'm staying at number 1, there's usually not too many players to fight when it comes to the arena. And there's no way I'm going to burn through 100 tickets, even going through here. I'm continuing to essentially just farm teams, get 10 essence there. This is really, there's the defeat. So we lost 13. Might have went to 2 on that one. A little bit of RNG here, 90K. But I'm not going to spend my time going through there. That's the reason I would much rather go ahead and just sell those off because of the gold. 50K gold per ticket makes a big, big difference. Does the Arcane Labyrinth help with diamonds? Guardian Jane, absolutely. The Arcane Labyrinth gives you a significant amount of diamonds, especially if you do hard mode. You get quite a few diamonds out of there. What's going on, AFK Celestius? What's going on? We got a new follower here. Thanks for joining me. But that is about it, guys. We are just ready. We went through, the Lost Sigils are done. The Heroes of Espria Markiplier has been here forever. Doesn't seem like he's going anywhere for 76 days. New trials are going to be up. So the trials of Karen are going to be up. You're going to be able to borrow him. The reinforcements are going to be up very, very soon, which would be very cool as well. Make sure you're pushing the bounty board. All of our peaks of time are complete. Even the Wandering Balloon is complete. Even the new voyage is complete. So not too much to do. Once you get essentially to this point, we're just waiting on progression. We need levels. We need to gain a couple more levels. Most players here are level 400 plus. We could push a little bit into chapter 34, but essentially it's just going to take a lot of times. It is going to be a long road to go through 34 and just a lot of retries to sit here and essentially push through more and more content. Still making a little bit more room here. I need more room. 1,200 diamonds to unlock it. It's very expensive. I haven't spent any in here because, again, it's very expensive. So what I'm going to do for the rest of the day, push through the towers, go through the faction accounts, do all of that, and see exactly what we can do. If you do furniture pulls and get duplicate, what should I do with them? You can combine them. So duplicate furniture, you can actually combine when you start getting them. We don't have any right now. So let's say, for instance, let's hop in here. If we do go ahead and pick up duplicate furniture, you can strengthen the furniture, meaning I have Leica here. She has her 9 of 9. I picked up another piece of furniture. You can actually strengthen the furniture to give it more stats. So a duplicate piece I can drop in here. You can combine them, giving them more stats. Gives the furniture a +1. That is the reason why when you get to a certain point, so usually when you get to 6 of 9 is my spot. So when I see a hero like Scrag, right here, Scrag is of 6 of 9. As you get more pieces of furniture, one thing you want to look at with the furniture, if they are 6 of 9, is what is the 6 of 9? So this is kind of a heads up if you guys do know this. So Scrag has 6 of 9, meaning I have 6 of his pieces of furniture. So one thing you want to look at is come to the specific hero I have right here. So I have 1 right here, I have 2, and I have 3. Since I do not have 2, 2, and 2. So essentially, if I had 2 large pieces of furniture, if I had 2 small pieces of furniture, if I had 2 pieces of hanging furniture, I would keep him in the list. Because when I do another summons, I will not pull a duplicate piece because I don't have any of the rooms maxed out. Since I have the hanging furniture maxed out, meaning I have 3 of 3 here, I will take him out of the list because the chances of me getting a duplicate are very, very high because I already have that furniture piece maxed out. So looking here at the workshop, we will drop Scrag out of here because chances are I'm going to get a duplicate for him because I have the hanging room, or I could possibly pull a duplicate for him, which we do not want. Again, if you have 2 small pieces, 2 hanging, 2 medium, go ahead and keep them in because if you pull another piece, it's going to be one of those 3 choices are the really the big things to look at. So we will drop him out. My hero we're still building over here, which we can drop Wukong in here. Wukong doesn't have any furniture. His furniture is pretty good, especially for PvP. But here, you know what? Let's drop an Isolde. Isolde 9 of 9 allows his healing to be permanent, which is very, very strong, which is good. Are you sure one of the other YouTubers hasn't already? Duplicate furniture. I need more experience. Experience, again, AFK reward. So the more you push, the more experience you're going to get out of here. Just comes with time, short of buying it. That's really the big one. Creta or Lucius is amazing early game. Yes. Definitely, Kevin. Lucius is really, really strong. Even further, big thing with him, really strong early game, strong mid game. I ran him all the way through actually chapter 30, Kevin. Big thing with him too is the faction towers. So he does well in the faction towers, especially if you have a lot of different teams. You'll see him in here. You'll see Hendrik in here a lot, Estrilda a lot, but you'll also see Lucius in quite a few teams in here as well. There he is, because look at the healing that he does with the shields and the healing. Very, very strong, used in the tower, which is the reason to build a lot of the different heroes. What's going on, Zerzel? Or Zarazel? I have 4 E+ copies of Grez, Nara, Isabella, and Theowen, but the only fodder to take 1-2 Ascended. Grez, Nara, Isabella, Theowen. Go with Grez. Robert, I would definitely... Nara is going to be very, very powerful. Nara is going to be a good choice. Depending on your team comp on there, Robert, I would go Grez just because I made the mistake of not building him early. And of course, the Twisted Realm suffered because of that. Honestly, that was a really big thing. The Twisted Realm, once you have Grez built, when you have him with his plus 30 signature item, when you have his with the furniture, he's used in a lot of the Twisted Realm. The earlier that you build him, similar to Saurus, is really going to make a difficult question. And there, D answered it absolutely perfectly. Nara, yeah, Isabella would by far be the last. AoE, Theowen, very, very strong. Even in some of the Graveborn Tower, you'll see Grez getting some play. You're getting Theowen getting some play. Nara will always. Nara is very, very strong. The Nara-Pharrell combo provides massive, massive crowd control, which is very, very strong. Isabella needs a rework. Isabella is a hero that you have to rework because of her ultimate ability. So essentially her Void Lightning ability, Void Barrage, this does way more damage, especially with her signature item, than her ultimate does. The ultimate just is a waste of time. Essentially, they need to rework her ultimate because it is very, very good, or very bad. Which is better for Saurus, Blade or Chaos? It depends on the fight. So I run the Blade specifically on Saurus when I'm running the Twisted Realm and when I'm running the guild bosses. Why, you may ask? Big reason for that is the Blade, you're getting the full minute 30 seconds. So you're going to have the entire time when you're fighting the boss. I've actually tried the Blade and tried Chaos. On boss fights, the Blade will do more damage because you go the entire fight. You go the entire duration of the fight. Everything else go with the Chaos Bringer because of the accuracy. The attack is good, the AoE damage, but also the haste, the life leech. If the battle is not going to go the full minute 30, you're not going to have time for the Blade to scale long enough. That's really the big thing. How do I know if a summoned unit is good? Really depends on the tier list. There's a lot of stuff it depends on, Zerazel, on if you know a summoned unit is good. Every faction has good and bad heroes. So there's really not any bad hero. There's a lot that need reworked. But overall, there's a lot of heroes to build in this game. What level do you think is necessary to get Legend directly with the new update? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean, Black Kaiser. Let me know. Mine is at 2. Even at 2, oh, actually, that'll make quite a bit of difference. No men. Because if it's only at 2, you're not going to get the full max. You're not going to get the increased haste or the increased life leech, and it does less damage. Honestly, I'd probably maybe try Blade. Just got Isabella. Isabella is not the best hero. She'll work for you right now, early game. Right there she is. She's a hero a little bit earlier game. She will do well. When it comes to later, Isabella's not going to be a hero that you're using. And we have a couple of people joining us from Twitch. So if you don't see some of the chats, that's why. Yeah, 3 stars definitely for the Chaos Bringer. And we also do have the new artifact, which will be coming up on Tuesday. So very, very soon, we'll see the new artifact, which is Carnage. But what I've also done and what I recommend doing is make sure, guys, save your resources. So right here, we do have class exclusive artifact fragments. Again, Lilith, 2 things we need. 1, class exclusive artifact fragments in the Stargazer. So I want to see these in the Stargazer themselves. Number 2, the button to remove all gear. Very, very important. I have been saving these. Since we went through the first round of artifact upgrades, we've seen a lot of different the class-specific artifacts. Now they're going through a second round, which is kind of a higher tier. So depending where you're at, because remember, the Carnage artifact, you have to be on 31-60 or completed with 3160 to get. So save those class-specific artifacts or the class-specific fragments to level up the new artifacts. If you're far enough to get the new artifacts, make sure that you're saving them. And that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for, because remember, a ranger artifact is coming, a support artifact would be coming, and then also a caster artifact would be coming. So there's no reason for me to go in here and level up, my artifact here, which I did when Windbinder came out. We took it to 4 stars, but then they started re-releasing or coming out with stronger artifacts later game. So I'm going to save because I want to see essentially where they're going to be at. We could take this to max 5 stars, but I want to see what the new caster relic is going to look like. It's very, very cool. Isolde 9 furniture worth the investment? Yes, it is. Isolde's 9 of 9 furniture is definitely worth the investment. So is the plus 30 signature item, not only for the stats, but right here, the effects of hypodermic healing become permanent after the ability stacks 45 times, meaning you're giving Isolde a permanent heal. That's it. Don't really have that much more to say about it. You are giving him a permanent heal, meaning that if he doesn't have any support, if the rest of the heroes are dead, he is going to heal himself. 20% of lost hit points per second. A 20% heal every second. It is huge. I mean, that is absolute monster. 20% every second. Again, it's huge. He can keep himself alive by himself. This is super fun. Great to chat with people. One question: does anyone know what time zone? I am in Eastern Standard Time. I'm here in Michigan. So any of you guys from the U.S., I am here in Michigan, just outside of Detroit. Yeah, the heal is huge. You go to the Ascended Temple, choose a dimensional hero, and choose a hero to fuse it with. I'm not sure. I might have missed Soul's question. But yeah, I mean, Isolde is a monster. And then, of course, his plus 30 signature item. Isolde cannot be controlled while using his Toxic Transfusion. So when he's using his ultimate ability, which for 18 seconds, he cannot be controlled. Meaning that the CC is not going to work on him. The crowd control is not going to work on him for 18 seconds. Anytime he ults. So when he ults, he is immune to crowd control ability. And as we know with the control abilities, that is another one that is huge. Big reason to build him up. Maxing him all the way out to a plus 30, which we can use a couple here. Because we will take him to plus 30 and we will get his furniture built. Indiana, New York, Nebraska. Yep, I'm in Michigan. And if you guys haven't checked the weather, it is 28 degrees and snowing. So depending where you're at, it is freezing cold here, guys. There's 26, there's 27, 28. So he is almost done. We'll get a couple more chests out of this event. We will finish Isolde out. Look at that, 15,000 attack. He just went up with an additional plus 8 to a signature item. We also do have gear for him. We have a couple maxed out sets. which very, very close. And then, of course, we'll throw on the Chaos Bringer on him because, again, we want his haste. We want him to attack faster. So now with the Chaos Bringer, it is going to increase his haste and his life leech ability. In addition, his furniture, which is really the big one, he has his own attack frequency increased and also attack frequency and attack rating by 1%. So now he has haste on top of life leech, which is good. Who are you reading for tonight? The Bucks or the Packers? We'll go with the Packers. Green Bay has always been nice. I know they've had a rival with the Lions forever, which the Lions are absolutely horrible and have been pretty much forever. But yeah, the Packers, it's 0 there. All right, guys, so that'll about do it. I mean, everything we have here, just waiting for the new events, waiting for the new heroes. Got another copy of Mortis, which is good. Just waiting to continue. We can use the rest of our Stargazer tickets just because we're here, but that'll do it. I want to see if maybe we can pull another copy. I'm waiting for the Abyssal Expedition to come up, which hopefully I think is going to be relatively soon that we're going to see it. That we're going to see the new Abyssal Expedition. Just a little bit more resources there. We're still short on essence. We're really short on our essence there. That's okay. We got another 485 there. Another million gold there. So not too bad. Still waiting on these chests. They said February to use this. So pretty soon. How many heroes do I have? What do you mean? How many ascended heroes? Let's take a look at the Field of Stars. I think we're almost done. I think we almost have 50. Oh, you mean 9 of 30 maxed out? How do you easily level in this game? Just play. Honestly, play. Thank you for ignoring your family to entertain us. They're not here, D. That's the big thing. They went over to my in-laws. So I'm not ignoring any of my family today. They are not here. We have 9 of 930s. We have 1, 2. She doesn't have a 30. So I think that's about maybe 2. I know a lot we have with furniture, but 1, 2. That might be it for our 9 of 9. 3. Damon's maxed out. 4, which we have. And then Aziz is maxed out. Mahira's close. What's that, 5? Well, we have mine's 2, 6. I think 6D. I think 6 in total. So we have nobody in the Lightbearer faction, nobody in the Mauler faction, which haven't really focused on. But 1 there. Eron's close. He needs 2 more pieces, so just 1 right there. We have 1 right there. So 2, 3. Don't have it maxed out. 30. Don't have the furniture maxed out. 4, 5. 5. So we have 5 total. 5 total, D. Could you imagine if you give us compensation for taking so long to open? Oh, yeah. To open the chest. It'd be cool if they gave it. If they dropped it with a code or gave us something special, it'd be very, very cool. Yeah, if you guys see, my family's right back here on the wall. It's a very, very cool picture that our neighbors actually got made for us. Have quite a few emblems here. Still saving the emblems of space. Just waiting for the reset. So we have a lot more stuff going on here. The cards, again, we're saving for the new Mauler. Tier stones we can probably use on a couple different heroes, but we need more faction gear. Need more faction gear overall. So looking at the Wall of Legends, we're still in the Wilders, but here we're number 3. 34-4, have a little bit of room to make it to number 2, and then King's 4, we're number 2. So doing pretty good. It was very, very cool. All right, guys, so that will do it for our extended stream today. We're just at 2 complete hours. My favorite character and hero is Rowan. Rowan was the game changer. Once I got him, once they released Rowan, so Rowan was a hero. They released, I was in chapter 18. When Rowan was released, I absolutely pushed from 18 to I think 22 altogether. So we went through 4 entire chapters all together at the same time with Rowan. Rowan was at Elite. Rowan was little baby Rowan at Elite. Pushed through 4 chapters with him at Elite. So I got him leveled up, and like I said, he went through at Elite. But guys, that will do it for the stream for today. Again, thank you for joining me. To all the viewers, subscribers out there on YouTube and Twitch, this is the pay to win account. Everything we get in Super Chat, everything we get in Super Stickers, everything we get from membership to the channel. Board, you missed a lot that was going on. I know you came out kind of here and there, but that will do it for tonight, guys. We're going to have our next stream probably on, I'm thinking Tuesday with the new hero coming up, but probably on Thursday of this week, Thursday at 9 p.m. this time. Yep, thank you for subscribing, Ramen, to me. And again, guys, thank you guys for joining me for the stream. Very, very cool. And big shout out again to Mickey for allowing me to do the summons. It was absolutely amazing to do the summons. Lucreta was just absolute crazy lucky with the summons. We got her all the way to Ascended, which is amazing. So again, guys, thank you for joining me for the stream today. Have a good Sunday. Be safe out there. And of course, thank you guys for watching.